All right, we should be good now.
Ready to go?
Ready to go.
Let's go through the slides. Boy, look at all these people on the 25. Copy and paste those, let everybody see the value of that program. You know, let's go through the slides. I want to go through the slides, Jonathan. Let me get through the slides. I tell you, sometimes I lose that deal and I can't get the slides, but all right, I think I'm ready, Jonathan. Risk involved in trading. Yesterday sure did demonstrate that. Next slide, please. In my opinion, market closes above 57.55 today. We're off to the races, and I designed a plan that if you care anything about making money, you better listen and learn. Next. Yesterday was a very disappointing Fed meeting for me. I made a miscalculation. I thought Powell might stick his foot in his mouth, but I've never seen a Fed chairman put both feet in their mouth. And people couldn't understand what the guy was doing. It's gibberish. He's so worried about his job that it came out in some of his answers. Once I listened to it, I said, give me a break. But my gut was right. I told you with the market ending unchanged, I expected higher prices. My 10-cent trader dropped to 4 cents, and we sold it today for 16 or higher. Some of my better players got 16 to 20 cents. That's on the 25-cent program. Jonathan, have you copied and shared some of those stories that everybody had?
Yes, I have.
What
it opened at 20, which is
what a great job, folks. But it was a very disappointing day. I know people went home disappointed. I did, but I have a process when I trade. If you trade with me long enough, you will find out that they might take our money, but I usually charge an interest after they do that. And I'm charging interest today, right? Edwin just said, you sure are, baby. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Next slide. Now, this is an example. I saw this every day in TNT. If I see something interesting, who in TNT saw this slide? I sort of saw this. I said I wanted to share it with everybody in TNT. And it just shows you this guy's how skilled he is at question and answers. Look at that. It's pretty revealing. I'd print it off and keep it personally. Next slide. Now, I want everybody here, and I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. I'm trying to do a survey. Tell me on this survey, I'm asking who is new or been here less than 3 times. Would you do that where I can have a good example of how our marketing is working, getting people here, new people here? Would y'all do that for me? It's a yes or no answer. Jonathan, can we do it and take it with everybody else and just showing how it works?
Is this your third or less attendance to a DTI webinar? Yes.
Say that again where I heard you. I didn't hear you.
Okay. The question is this your third or less attendance to a DTI webinar? If that's correct, you've been to 3 or less, you click yes. If you've been to more than 3, like I have, I'll click more than 3, click done.
Yeah, I want to check out how we're doing reaching people that need to know about what I do, okay? And I'd appreciate y'all do that for me. Let me know when everybody has finished. Just type the word done. When you finish, I'll go to the next slide. You got to put it on there. I appreciate y'all doing that. It's just giving me a sample of how effective we are, okay? All right, let's keep going. Jay's first time. Thank you, Jay. All right, level bets. I'm going to give you 5 trades. Now, if you wanted to invest $2,500, how much would you allocate for each option I give you? We gave you the answer, $500. So depending on the price of the option, you'd buy that many contracts. Does everybody understand this concept about level betting? Say yes. Okay, next slide. Now, when I do these trades, I'm going to take half of that $500 per each trade and put 250 in if I'm using 2,500 bucks. Then I'll go all in if I'm making money in the next 30 minutes. Okay, that's the way I do it. Okay, next. My rule is set a time stop. If we're not making money, you got 2 approaches. Take a loss or adjust. If you're in T&T, after 72 hours, I will tell you what I'm doing with each trade. So you got to be in T&T to get that information, but I want to tell you what I'm going to do. Okay, I will look at it after 72 hours. Everybody got it? Thank you. 2 approaches. Lemons and lemonade. I have a video I did, and this talks about what I do to turn bad trades into good trades when I'm right, but my market timing's off. You ought to watch that video. I think it's very valuable, and I would encourage you to do that. Now, I'm going to name these terms. Does everybody understand these terms? Pivot, trigger, target, ABO. Do you know those terms? Those are 4 terms. To be successful for me, you got to know that what they mean. Okay, next slide. The pivot number, what was my pivot number for the day? Anybody know what my pivot number for the day is? We're trading 57.81. Would I be looking up with a pivot number like that? Yes, I would. Next slide. The trigger number is where I set up, I'm going to get into trades. Next slide. My target is usually a short-term target of 20 to 30%. Sometimes I hold for more. I just saw somebody on my 10-cent trader made 120%. So far, that's the highest return off of yesterday. He held some for more. The all bets off number is where I'm just totally wrong or don't think I've got time to do anything, and I'll step aside. Next slide. white papers. If we say anything, you ought to do this anyway. I would read these white papers where I know these, okay? That's what I would do. Next slide. I've got 5 stocks I've identified that's going to make you money over the next 30 to 45 days. If I'm right, GLD, TLT, QQQ, SPY, and XLK. I'm going to allocate, like I said, $2,500 on this trade. These are longer term option plays. Okay. Gold, pivot 237, trigger 240, 55. GLD right now is 239. It's not close to pivot. Okay. If you're in TNT, you'll get, once they trigger, I'll come in and give you the trades. Okay. But I want you to know what I'm doing. My target's 245. My all bets off number is 234.40. So I'm passing on GLD. Okay. Next slide. I'm not passing. I'm just saying it's not timely. TLT is one I believe in. However, right now, TLT is about 70 cents away from triggering. No, it's a little bit more than that. About $1.30 away from triggering, but that's okay. This is a trade I'm going to do in TNT. Okay. Next slide. QQQ. This trade's already triggered. I haven't done the trade yet, but I'm going to do this trade while I'm with you today. Okay. Next slide. This trade's already triggered. I'm going to do this trade with you today also. Okay. XLK 222.55. Let me check it. XLK, it's there, it's triggered. I got 3 of the 5 triggered, okay? All bets off number, Greg, is where I'm totally wrong. Okay. That's my plan. I'll use October 19th, give myself plenty of time. I'll buy at the money option. Once it triggers, target's hit, I'll sell the strike, next strike up, okay? I'll show you how to do that. We'll walk you through it, okay? Next one. And I just gave gold as an example. I think gold's going to trigger sometime either today or tomorrow. Next slide. I use the tools of the roadmap. Let's go look at a live. But before we do that, Jonathan, can we take maybe a 4-minute break where you get set up? All right, let's go to the live roadmap, look at these mini, see where we stand right now and analyze it. Can you blow it up where I can see it? Yeah, thank you. All right, we went to 57.87. It's pulled back to 69. All right, low of the reference bar is 47, 45. Yeah, 45 area. 57.45 is if it breaks that, then you got stand aside. But right now we're currently 57 67. So let's watch the market. Let's go back to the slide deck. Plenty of time. Last night I said the ES above 57.55 would bring opportunity. I told people I went long in TNT. Anyway, keep going. 20 points on the E-mini if you have a futures account would have been worth $1,000. Do you see the value? Tell me you understand the value when I give you these pivot numbers, how valuable they can be to your trading. I'm looking for a yes here. Not hiding anything. That's what I told you. I told you it would open up upside, and it did. You can't get that kind of information anywhere, folks. I know because I listen to everybody. I never heard anybody. That's why every day you've got to, as a student of DTI, know my pivot number. Does everybody understand that? Okay, next slide. Are my 25-cent trader folks smiling this morning? I did my job there. It looked bad though, didn't it? I mean, you got to admit, but I have a process. This is what I keep telling people. I have a process. Have a little faith. This is not my first rodeo. I felt fairly bad that Powell stuck his foot in his mouth, but I thought we'd get compensated for it. I say 100%. Somebody ought to send me a love letter on that one. If you send a love letter, you know where to do it. If you want to join that program, you could get in at that deal right there if you want to join, okay? It's a great program. I want to change the name for Fine Time to a Dime because I can do what I could do with 25 cent with a dime. I love the dime trades. How many people, give me some feedback. Is this as good as I'm saying it is? The 10-cent program, Fine Time for a Dime. Well, tell me that in a love letter. Mark says it's a lot better in the way you sell it. Maybe I can't sell it very well, but get joined if you want to join right there. Thank you, Deborah. She's already sent a love letter. Good as I say. Next slide. There's the link if you want to join. All right. Now, who was in TNT and read all the information I put in TNT this morning? Would you think that would be worth if I did that one day a month? What I did this morning, we, put in there all that stuff. You think that'd be worth $200? Tell me, Dave, would it be worth $200 to have that when you get up to read all the stuff? Let me go through it for everybody, okay? Let me go through it. All right. I started out, I gave you a picture of the market. I repeated my pivot number, 57.55. I gave you my 5 magic tickers, gold, TLT, QQQ, fine, XLK. I said today at 10:30, here's the plan. Gold, the pivot number is 237. My trigger is 240.55. They had all the information I just gave you. How many people was able in TNT to set their alerts, maybe get in without me and be ahead right now? Anybody take action off what I gave you this morning in TNT? Okay. I used the expiration of October 19th. and then I said 10:30, and I showed the reference bar why it was positive at 4:30 to 5 in the morning. Everybody see that? I got you right in. Okay. Then I came forward. I said, look at these percentages. I showed the percentages of the markets. The NASDAQ at the time was up 2%. And it just got higher and higher. I knew we were going to make money on our buy when I saw that. I said, gold trades 24 hours on swap. You can take some dollars while you're sitting here waiting if you're up and put in GLD and you go into the overnight trading. Gold surged. And I said, if you got a futures account, you could have made money trading futures. I got a video in there telling you how to do it. I talked about the power of reference bars. I said, read our white papers. I gave a picture of 3 key tickers, E-mini, NASDAQ, and gold. That's after me telling you it was going to break. Let's keep going. There's my video in the morning where I do every morning for you. Read that. Let's read what that says. Okay. Federal Reserve cut its key overnight rate by 0.5%. Its first rate cut since early days of COVID. Decision was not unanimous as Fed Governor Michelle backed a quarter-point hike instead of the more aggressive half. Fed is trying to achieve a situation where we restore price stability without the kind of painful increase in unemployment that's come sometimes with this inflation. They cut rates another 0.5% this year. That's key information I wanted you to read. Next. I talked about the roller coaster ride, about how the market basically ended unchanged. Fed chair tried to quash concerns and everybody had concerns about the economy. He couldn't do it, did he? Okay, keep going. This is key information that comes across my desk I share with people. This is a market summary of yesterday, all the different things. I thought that was important to look at. I saw that and I laughed. I wouldn't use this, but I thought it was funny. Some guy was justifying why he was long, and he was saying there was hope. You know, that's what I thought that was a funny slide, but I thought I'd share it with you. Okay, next slide. Fed days versus today. That's that slide I showed you earlier. Next slide. IWM. I hadn't looked at IWM, but I wanted to look at IWM and I might use IWM, okay? Next slide. Another picture. That was where the correction started this morning. I wanted you to see it. And it held to 55. Keep going.
I think that's when we get into the day market here. Yep.
Yeah, then throughout the day, we update you. But how would you like to have a research made up of me every morning before you trade? Is that worth $200 a month? Tell me, is it or not? Plus trades and all that stuff. Keep going. All right, here's TNT. Jonathan, let's go. What's happening in TNT? Option blueprint will be published tomorrow. Another set of 5 more tickers that I'll be looking to make money over the next 45 days by election. Coming out tomorrow, okay? Friday. I do 24-hour education. Take a look at today's TNT education. I said we did already, okay? Here's a trade ticker example where we bought a SPY, we sold a put, we sold it for 28 cents. On this particular trade, it paid for a month of TNT. Next slide. And we updated, okay? Next slide. I've got on-demand education. If you want to learn how to trade the MES, you probably already joined my futures program, but this is a real quick and dirty to show you setups in the micro. And that video would have been very valuable for people last night if they'd forgot what I'd told you. Keep going. Now, this is my first time offer this week. You pay $200 and I give you a 30-day money back guarantee. I can't do any more than that. Do you have how do they sign up if they want to sign up right now for TNT? Right there. All right, folks, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a 10-minute break. We're going to go through and look at these 5 tickers. The ones that are set up, I'll do the trades. I'll keep up with it in TNT for the next month. I can't do any more than that. What do you think? You like it? Get joined if you want to get joined. You'll get your money back if I don't do what I say I'm doing. Okay? Jonathan, let's give him 15 minutes. Let's give him 10 minutes. No, give him 12 minutes. You can quit any time, by the way. All right. Thanks, Jonathan. I think if you care anything about learning how to trade options, you ought to join TNT. And this is not going to break your bank because you're going to make money with me in the next 30 days. In fact, with the plan I got, you'll see it executed from start to finish if you join TNT. So there you have it. I haven't done any of those trades yet because I'm waiting. And then I'm going to go through, we're going to analyze, depending on how many people I'm reaching out to today that join me, I'm going to go through those trades. Any questions? Anybody on the fence? Anything I can answer? I spent 4 hours yesterday, an hour last night. I put you on to big winners if you'd listen. The 25-cent trader and TNT. I don't know what you're looking for if that doesn't satisfy you. I bet your donkey. That's funny, Rob. Oh, that's funny. Is it hard to sign up for this? I'm just curious. Denise just signed up. You're first through the gate. Let's see how many people are serious about trading. This is going to tell me. I might cut down all this stuff if I don't get a bunch of people signing up. I tell you, it's frustrating when I see people lose money and they don't have to. I hate to see you throw your money away. You worked hard for it. Make some money with it. Ken said, easy to sign up. Good. Well, see, JC, Way to go. Uh, Thanks for signing up, D-Buck. I would tell you to go to Tasty Trade right now, and he'll put a referral code in there because they're a lot easier platform to use. I think Fidelity's trying to be a trading broker, and maybe they do a decent job. I don't know. There's a referral code if you want to use it. What music? Is somebody playing music?
There's no music on hold.
We don't have music
Mute.
going. Scott, I'm going to make these trades that I gave you at the right time, or what I think's the right time. Sometimes it's not the right time. Rick says he's just happy about the $200 that he has to pay to join. Yeah. I ought to charge a lot more, but I don't. Jonathan, unless I'm missing something, hmm. I think that if y'all don't care any more about trading, then I might ought to just go play golf and trade for myself because I can't believe people don't want this kind of information. Somebody have to explain to me. What am I missing, Rick? There's Daniel. There's Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, I'm reorganizing. I'm trying to with TNT. I like it better because I can be more active with you. And I've reorganized it. I'm about to reorganize the whole thing, but because I put a lot of time into it. I've spent an hour and a half this morning to give you all that information. And it's very, very disappointing when I see people that attend one of my webinars and I give them information they can't get anywhere else in the world and keep them on the right side of the market. And I'm saying, God, don't you want to learn? I mean, I don't get it. Way to go, John, for joining it. Right, Sue, but the information, if you read the information I post in there every night, you'll be a better trader. Robert says his accuracy is a lot better and he totally changed his way he approaches the market. The 25-cent trader, yeah, the website, Jonathan, post that link in there for the 25-cent trader.
Let me find it again here.
Mark says, I've been a member of TNT. It's never cost me a cent because I take the trades you give and it pays for itself. The best program for futures is me. I have a futures program ongoing right now. Contact Barbara at DTI Trader. Inspiring Worthless, new bar. Thanks, Richard and Victor. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come do a QQQ trade. Everybody can watch how to set it up. I'm going to do the rest of the trades in TNT. I have a trade for 10 for 10. I'll just send you, John, how do you let people know a 10 for 10 trade?
Email. Email update.
Okay, so we'll do that. How much time we got? A minute and a half? We're going to bring up the QQQ and I'm going to do a setup there publicly. That will also be a trade in TNT. I'm going to do the rest of the trades throughout the day when they set up, okay? That's my plan, Jonathan. You like my plan?
Sounds like a good plan, Tom.
So stay tuned to TNT if you want to follow this plan through for the next 30 days. And, yes, wait on the trades, Bob, until I do it through TNT. You remember TNT? Wait until I do it. I'm going to do it throughout the day. Okay. Now, these trades are not going to be day trades, okay? These trades have a goal. And the goal is to make you enough money that you'll never have to pay for TNT again. All right, bring up, we're going to do it on the QQQ. Okay, where's it at? 483.62. All right, what was the original numbers I gave you, Jonathan? I can turn to it if you don't have it handy.
We got it. QQQ pivot was 473.70, trigger 479.11, target 485.29, ABO 470.40.
All right, let's go look at the money options that expire October 18th.
QQQ trading 483.5, October 18th. That expiration gives you a 480 or 485 choice.
Buy the 483, sell the 485. What would that be?
You got a
What would that cost you for that $2?
You got a 480 and a 485. For October.
Okay, what's the 480, 485 cost you?
That's at $3 right now.
No, I don't want to do that one. Okay, do the 485, 490. What does that cost you?
255 midpoint. 256.
That's too much. That's too much.
You might have to leave a different expiration, maybe.
No, hold on. I got a different. You're on the right expiration. I want to stay on that expiration. Okay. All right, let's do. That's October 18th. Yeah, you're gonna have to shave the expiration to give me some more strikes. Go to keep the price down. Go to how far can you come in October 1? October 1 would be good.
October 1, 12 days out.
Yeah. Well, no, excuse me, October 7th. I told you wrong.
We got 4th, which is 15 days out, or 11th, which
Yeah, I
is
like that.
8
15
out.
days. Perfect. Okay.
That's what we're
483.85 would cost me what?
83.85 is $1.12 midpoint right now, $1.13.
That's the one we're doing.
Is this for TNT?
That's for TNT. I want you to do it, write up a ticket and post it in TNT where they can see how, do the ticket in front of it and after, where they can see how you do this. Okay.
Can't do it in front of you, but I'll take a snapshot once I'm done with it.
I will, Lori. Give it. Let's do this trading right now before I get into education. Okay. I'll do it. What'd you say, Jonathan?
I'm gonna take a snapshot of it once it's ready to go out.
Okay. How much time you need for you need me again?
You give me, you should be able to see the trade in the snapshot, but I need a few minutes to get it posted and everything. We'll be getting in at 112. Hey, Tom, are we issuing this trade for 10 for 10 trading as well?
No, no, this will be a TNT trade. I'm gonna do a 10 for 10 trade. When me and you get off, I'll give it to you.
Okay. So we're in about 112.
All right, does anybody have any questions about this trade? I haven't set a target yet, so I'm gonna set a target. We paid $1.13. Jonathan, add 25% to the price. Make it good to cancel. And he'll put a ticket out there too. Make it
$1.39.
$1.39. Christine, I like the price. I just went full market in there. I didn't do it in 2 orders. Okay. Okay. Yes, Dan, 10 cents is the same as 25, but I'm thinking about creating a new 10-cent program. But if you join 25, Dan, if you join 25, I'll grandfather you in today. If you join today, I'm not going to wait on you though. Hi, Jonathan. Any questions about the process? Yeah, you're good, Dan, in 25 then, okay? You're good. Okay. Any questions about how the other 4 trades are going to come down today in TNT? I won't put, Jonathan, what time are you leaving for Jacksonville?
Around noon, around noon.
All right, that's about an hour and a half.
Yeah. Noon
All
my
right,
time.
folks, I will put out a couple more trades in TNT in the next hour, okay? It's a bullish trade. Was that clear, straightforward? Karen said, nobody's going to give you a better edge than Tom, studying, strategizing. I'm very willing to share if you're valuable to a serious trader. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, Bruce picked up on one of your insights. We didn't, say that while we were doing that, but you notice when we were first looking for the spread, we looked at a few and Tom said, nope, that's too much. It's because the premium in the spread was more than half of the width of the strikes. That's one of Tom's rules. If you're looking at a 2 wide or a 3 wide, excuse me, don't pay more than 1.5. The closer in you get, the more you might have to pay. But when you get to 3 wide or further out, try not to pay more than half the width of the spread. And so we went closer in and found this one they liked. But that's a general rule that Tom has. Don't pay more than half the width of the spread, especially when you get out to 3 wide, 4 wide, 5 wide, and more.
I'm not going to forget about the $3 insight. Okay. Y'all ready? Okay. I got a couple questions I promised people I'd cover. Jonathan, bring up the QQQ and go out 10 days. With an option, you should use 10 days. Okay.
We got 8 and we got 11.
I do the 8 then. Find me a $3 option or less than 3. The closest to it.
490.
Where's it at?
It's at 285.
All right, everybody see that option there? What is it, 490? Jonathan, showing how to set an alert at $3. If it goes above 3, this market's going a lot higher. And that's an inside tip with the $3 option. Above 3. It came from days back when we used to do 16ths, and then they'd change over at an 1/8 at $3, okay? So that's why it's important. So if that goes above 3, we're going higher. You can count on it. That's the insight about the $3. I learned it years ago. That is worth $200. I'm done. So I'll see everybody in your programs. If you're in the 10 for 10 program, I've got a trade coming your way. I got to get Jonathan on the phone. He'll send it to you. Thank you for coming. I'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock for the weekly wrap up. That's all I got, Jonathan. You got anything you want to add?
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Karen. Yes, we're on YouTube. You can find the recording on YouTube. Actually, this morning. via the live tab. We'll finish up, we'll close the room down, and you'll find the recording there here in just a few minutes.